Bob Dylan's Like a Rolling Stone, it's not just a song, is it? It's a 6-minute cultural earthquake that totally changed the game. But today, we're not going to tackle all 6 of those minutes. No, we are going to do a super deep dive, a lyrical close-up on its powerful, transformative final verse. Now, why just the final verse? Well, we're doing this based on a specific request to analyze only the 4th verse. So you know what? That's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to treat this final verse as the powerful knockout climax to the whole story Dylan is telling. But here's the thing. To really feel the punch of this final act, we need a super quick recap of the first 3, because the whole song is about this spectacular fall from grace. Okay, so our main character, Miss Lonely, she starts way up at the top. In verse 1, she goes from high society to basically begging for food. Verse 2, that fancy education she got, totally useless when it comes to surviving on the street. And then in verse 3, she gets betrayed and robbed blind by her sophisticated lover. So she's lost her money, her status, her trust. She has absolutely hit rock bottom. And that is exactly where this final verse picks up. All right, let's get into it. The final verse. It opens with this absolutely incredible image of isolation, of just watching, and it sets a completely new scene for us. The perspective here is everything. She's a princess on the steeple. Think about that. She's physically up high, socially above everyone, but she's totally, completely alone. And from up there, she's watching the pretty people, her old crowd, and they have no idea. They're just drinking, thinking they've got it made, just like she used to. And this line right here, it perfectly captures the world she just got kicked out of. A world of easy, casual wealth, where precious gifts are just passed around without a second thought. That was her life, a life defined by things. But then the narrator's voice just cuts through that memory with this dose of brutal reality. Her diamond ring, which used to be this big status symbol, is now just a way to get her next meal. Going from exchanging precious gifts to pawning your very last one, her ruin is absolute. And this complete financial collapse leads right into a total social flip-flop, all captured in her relationship with this one really fascinating character. See, she used to look down on this guy, this Napoleon in rags, and think he was a total joke. He was just entertainment for her, right? A curiosity from a world so far beneath her that his poverty, his very way of speaking, was something to be laughed at. To her, he was just a powerless court jester. And now, just check out this power shift. The person she once mocked now has all the power over her. He calls for her, and because she has nothing and nobody, she can't refuse. The tables have completely 100% turned. The jester is now the king. So this total loss, this complete reversal, it brings us to the philosophical heart of the entire song. This is where hitting rock bottom reveals something totally unexpected. Dylan is asking a really profound question here. When you strip away all the money, the status, the friends, the home, what is actually left? What's still there? And here it is, the legendary answer. This is the absolute climax of the song's entire message, and it's a statement of devastating loss for sure. But it's also a statement of a really strange and powerful kind of liberation. This is what you might call paradoxical freedom. Think about it. If you have nothing, no one can take anything from you. If you have no reputation, no one can tear it down. All those anxieties that rule the lives of the pretty people, the fear of losing what they have, they just don't apply to her anymore. And here's the final layer of that freedom. She's invisible. Without all her fancy clothes and status, society doesn't even see her anymore, so they're not scrutinizing her. She doesn't have to perform. She doesn't have to pretend. With no secrets left to conceal, she is, maybe for the first time in her life, completely and totally authentic. So all of this brings us full circle, right back to the song's iconic, taunting chorus. But after the journey we've just been on in this final verse, that question, it takes on a whole new meaning. All through the song, this question sounds like a cruel taunt, right? Ha, how does it feel now that you've fallen? But after this last verse, maybe it's not just a taunt. Maybe it's a genuine question. What does it actually feel like to be in this state of total loss and total freedom? And that is the question Dylan leaves us with. Is the fate of Miss Lonely a tragedy? Is being a complete unknown, a rolling stone with no direction home, is that the ultimate punishment?
Or is it, in some strange, terrifying, and profound way, the ultimate freedom? The song never answers. It just asks.